31st of July 2023. In this news flash, I'm going to talk about the tweet that Elon Musk sent out earlier today. And I was actually quite surprised. Simon Ataba refers to the tweet. Elon Musk warns that South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is silent as opposition pushes for the genocide of white people in South Africa. They are openly pushing for genocide of white people in South Africa. At Cyril Ramaphosa, why do you say nothing? That was Musk's tweet. Now, as you can expect, there has been a hell of a lot of responses, and there was a lot of ugly stuff. I mentioned this one in an earlier news flash where this Bo Bless said, "We don't need encouragement, you filthy settler. We just need weapons to put you and your ilk down like dogs with rabies, which you are. Leave our continent." Now, earlier in the day, just early morning, I got involved in a scrap with a guy about the Malema speech and the song. And it very quickly got very heated. And he sees Malema as his leader. And I said to him, do you realize that what Malema did on Saturday was turn up the heat to ignite a civil war? And he said, I'm oversensitive. And I said, okay, I'm oversensitive. So which part must I be desensitized on? The part where he says he wants to kill me. And he couldn't answer me. And then I said to him, do you realize what will happen in this country if a fucking civil war breaks out? In the 90s, I voted yes. Specifically because I was not in favor of a civil war, because I knew a civil war would last about 20 years in South Africa. And he couldn't respond to that. And then I said to him, do you know how many actual fucking veterans is in the white tribe? Do you know? No. He said, well, you're in for a fucking surprise. Do you know how many of those are still physically active, able? And he couldn't answer that. And then he countered me with the APLA and MK veterans. And I said, and what about them? You know that they have never faced the Boere face-on in a battle. Never. And he couldn't respond to that. I said, you're fucking terrorists. That's what they are. And then he told me, we've got, in our tribe, we have got a lot of very vulnerable women and children. And I said, and you fucking think there is nothing in place to protect them? And he was quiet on that. And I said to him, now, just look back at the discussion here. This is exactly what I told you, what the fuck is going on. Your leader is cruising for a civil war. And it is people like you that are going to die in that war. Do you realize that? You're not going to sit in your fucking office and watch a story on the TV and then drive home and watch further on the TV. If you put your head out of the fucking window, you're dead. That's how a civil war works. But I was so pissed off and shocked and disappointed. These people do not understand the real meaning of a civil war. They don't. They don't understand it. They have no clue. They live in this la-la land that Malema paints for them and get them all to jump and dance in the fucking stadium, and then he gets into his 4x4 and cruise back to his Sandton mansion and drink his expensive booze and eat the best food that is available on the market. While these guys will crawl back to the taxi rank and then battle to get home to their shack where they don't have electricity, they don't have food, they don't have heat, they don't have anything. But they hang on his lips. Now, Elon Musk spoke directly to Cyril. Now, my wife came in here in my office and she was in a state and she said, "You must see this on the TV. We don't have a military anymore. Our army is fucked. Our air force is fucked. Our navy is fucked." And I looked at her and I said, "It seems to me you haven't paid attention to what I've been telling you. Cyril Ramaphosa's main mission is to collapse the republic and break it up like the Balkans. That is his fucking instruction. But he knew that he cannot do that because he could run into resistance from the security forces, because the security forces serves the people." And you must understand, this has been planned for a long time. Before he was vice president, it started the collapsing and destruction of the military, because that top ANC cabal is part of the whole fucking mission. Cyril was just the one that's going to finalize it. So they fucked up the military, they fucked up the air force, they fucked up the fleet, the navy. They fucked up the police, they fucked up all the special units. All of those things has been fucked up. Why? Because those are the things that can stop them from becoming dictators. Now, Cyril's last mission is to get Eskom into the hands of the oligarchs. They've been pushing us to the point that we are basically all going ballistic about the load shedding. And if he comes out tomorrow and says, "I've got a buyer and I'll buy the fucking place," the debt will be gone and the load shedding will be gone. 90% of the population is going to say, "Yes, do it." That is his mission. So, my opinion is, the moment that you see Eskom or any part of Eskom sold, that's the end of the Republic of South Africa. Then they're going to collapse the fucking republic, balkanize the country, and that's the final stage of his mission. But now he's got a fucking major problem. BRICS. And he's dancing and he's riding the fence. I think he's already got a fence post up his ass, but he's riding the fence. And I read that he's now in Moscow in consultation with Putin. I hope that consultation includes a few fucking slaps. But the fact of the matter is, our country is fucked. The industry is gone. The industrial base is gone. Everything is murtu. Education service is gone. Health services is gone. All of the government services is fucked. Why? So that balkanization makes sense. Because the government is no longer providing the services to anybody. Everywhere people want to help themselves and want away from it. So collapsing the government is going to be a breeze, just like that. All of this was planned. And you must understand it was planned. And I'm sorry for these guys that listen to me, that complain that I'm talking down to them, or I'm talking over their heads, or what the fuck, and I'm injuring their egos by... I don't really... I'm not a national broadcaster or fucking something like that. I'm a guy that tells you what the fuck is going on, and you better open your eyes. And at this point in time, the world is stunned by the fact that Cyril Ramaphosa is allowing Julius Malema to propagate genocide from a public platform. And Musk has put him on the spot. So, now Cyril is going to get pressure from lots of places. I don't know if he's going to make it, because Triple X is without a conscience. and they are fucking hard slave masters. So, if he doesn't deliver what he was paid for, he's going to be in a cuck. On the other hand, if he fucks with BRICS, the Russians and the Chinese are going to be on his case. So he is sitting between the tire and the rim. And his silence on Malema's misconduct, gross fucking misconduct. How can a political leader in a democratic country stand on a stage and promote and incite genocide? How the fuck is that possible? But open your eyes and watch. Where is this fucking holier than thou democratic West? Not a single fucking Western leader has spoken out about what happened on Saturday. Why not? Because that is part of the fucking Maidan plan that they've got for South Africa. That's why they're quiet. They know this must happen. That is why they are quiet. But they've got a major fucking problem. These people that Malema want to kill are not going to fucking stand and wait for them to come and kill us. We're going to fight back. And we must understand that we're going to fight back. So, all that jumping fucking Sasa generation soldiers he's got in that fucking stadium. You guys, you are the ones that must come and kill us. You are the ones. Somebody asked me in the comments, what the fuck do I mean by cannon fodder? What I mean by cannon fodder, those guys jumping up and down and cheering Malema in the stadium, they are the ones that must come and kill us. They are the ones that's going to be killed. They are the ones that are going to get shot. That is what I mean by cannon fodder. You are the things that we must shoot. So, you are cheering a guy that is sending you to your end. Go and look what Zelensky has done to his fucking people in the Donbass. In Bakhmut specifically. He threw 300,000 into the fucking meat grinder there. And the same fucking West that is now quiet about Malema, that same fucking West cheered him on to do it. So you are dealing with evil people and you don't understand that. You are totally ignorant. You think you're going to gallop there out of your fucking taxi bus and just gallop up to my house and come and kill me. You're in for a fucking surprise. But that is going to be your lesson. What you must understand, you, the Sasa generation, what you have to understand is South Africa, scientifically proven, can accommodate 45 million people. There is 65 million. Forget the immigrants, they are run numbers, but they can be shipped back to their countries. South Africans, there's 20 million too much. And Triple X knows it. They've got plans for you. You are going to start the fucking riots and you're going to be in the streets. And those American bombers sitting at that airbase in Botswana, they're going to blow your shit out of you. They're going to bomb you to pieces. Don't believe me. Go and ask the guys in the Middle East what happened to them. Go and ask the guys in Yugoslavia what happened to them. You are going to be bombed to bits. They have to do it because they have to get that numbers down. Because the country cannot work on 65 million. It can work on 45 million. And they want the country to work. So, there is your purpose. There is cannon fodder for you. And you can call me all types of names. These are the facts. These are the things that is clear. Malema stood on Saturday and he commanded you to come and kill me. And I've got a fucking surprise for you. I'm not going to sit there and hold my fucking neck for you to kill me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fight back. Can I win? I don't know. Well, I can tell you one thing.
I have been through fights. Fights that you've never seen in your life. Fights that you cannot imagine. But I've been there, done that. You haven't. Everything is new to you. But you must understand, this is serious cock. This is no longer a show. And your Malema has fired it up. And this useless fucking Cyril Ramaphosa allowed Malema to do it. Why? Because Ramaphosa wants this fucking chaos so that he can collapse the country. Because that was his mission. That is his mission. Collapse the country. So, how are you going to cope with that? And you know what is the crazy part? The neighboring countries, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, they sit and they check what the fuck you are doing. And they shake their heads. They cannot believe you are as stupid as that. But they have to believe it because you are doing the stupid fucking thing. So, my tribe has got a history of warriors. My tribe. It was my tribe that fought the British and won. The Zulu tribe fought the British and won. The Boere tribe showed them how to fuck the British up. These are the two tribes in South Africa that has got known, proven warriors. That has got known historical evidence of their ability. And if you're one of the northern tribes, just understand one thing. If it was not for the Boere tribe, the Zulus would have wiped you out. The Boere stopped the Zulus from wiping you out because you can't stop the Zulus. And what is happening today? You are stirring the shit. This northerner, which many people says Malema is actually from Zimbabwe, he is stirring up a civil war. And you fucking guys are going to be caught between the Zulus and the Boere. You are in for a fucking fun time. Let me tell you that. But in any case, I'm an old fucking white boer. You call me a racist, you call me all type of shit. I don't give a fuck. You can call me anything you like. But the fact is, you are spoiling for a fucking fight. And you don't even know what the fight is going to be like. Is it going to be a gunfight, a stick fight, a knife fight? You don't know. Is it going to be judo? Is it going to be jiu-jitsu? Is it going to be karate? You don't fucking know. All you know is going to be a fight. We will fight. Like this Bliksem said, kill us like the fucking rabid dogs we are. Good luck. Let's see where this ends. You don't understand that when there's a war, people die by the thousands. Thousands per day. Your problem is, me and my tribe is not going to be your biggest problem. Your biggest problem is going to be Triple X, because they want the country collapsed. And you are going to give them the riots that they need to collapse the country. And then they're going to stop you. They are going to stop you. And they're going to stop you with bombers. Not with guns, with bombers. That's how they're going to stop you. Because all they're interested in is the Cape Sea route. You are collateral damage. You are there for a purpose. You must start the fuck up that will give Cyril the opportunity to collapse the government. So, I hope you sleep well tonight. And Cyril Ramaphosa has got a problem. Musk has called him out. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.